we had an idea that there was a relatively simple world which was not particularly concerned with moral values, was fundamentally governed by economists, and had a very clear idea of means-ends calculations, and actually a relatively Machiavellian worldview. This is then developed by the populists into a much coarser and more extreme Machiavellian worldview, in which the end clearly justifies the means, and most of the moral qualms begin to get shifted aside. In fact, many of the populist leaders portray themselves as unashamed rogues. They're able to create these very curious coalitions where they can get religious voters voting for them despite being flamboyantly adulterous, mendacious, and the rest. And what they seem to reveal appears at first to be a lesson from Aristotle. It appears at first that the populists are the people who understand Aristotle. Because what the populists understand is that one of the problems that has hit the liberal democratic consensus, the 1990s, is that it's unbelievably boring. The 1990s is actually characterized by a world in which, because everything had been sorted, because we knew how markets created economic growth, because we knew that economic growth created democracy, because we knew that history had ended, a lot of politics in the center ground in this period is largely a process of finding a think tank who's done a little study on something happening in Sweden and then trying to import best practice and capacity building into your civil service. Because fundamentally the idea is that all the big issues have been solved, and all that's required really is a good managerial technique and a prime ministerial delivery unit to drive through the kind of change that you need. But Aristotle points out that political communication cannot just be about what he calls logos, cannot just be about the rational argument. It requires two other things as well. It requires pathos, which is emotion, and it requires ethos, which is the sense of character. And of course, what the populists do so well is to do the pathos bit, or some version of the pathos bit. They're unbelievably good at finding how to get the great slogans going again, dust them off the shelf where the technocrats and the centrists have left them, bring back words like patriotism, nation, liberty, sacrifice. And above all, the secret really of Boris Johnson and Donald Trump is they bring back something that all the other politicians are lacking, which is a sense of humor. Right? They're terrible human beings, but they are funnier than the other lot. And this is part of their secret power.